Alrighty, so moving on to this next section, there's only 4 questions here. So, lactose intolerance is a recessive gene. Recessive means lowercase. It only shows up when everything is lowercase. So now I have to select all of the possible genotypes, so the genes, the letters, the alleles, for lactose intolerance. Everything has to be lowercase, so here it goes. So the only answer is this one that I just fixed. Double little a, 2 lowercase letters. This one is not it because it would be lactose tolerance, since tolerance is dominant. Same with this one. If there's a big A, it's lactose tolerance, so it cannot be intolerance. Alright, moving on to this next one. What type of mutation is shown below? I see that I have 8A, right? This is my original strand. This is the mutated strand. This one doesn't match. This one's G. TT, GG, TT, GG, CC, CC, GG. The only one that changed is this one. A changed to G. Nothing was added, nothing was deleted, it was only switched, traded. So, nothing was added, it is not an insertion mutation. Nothing was deleted, it was not a deletion mutation. Something was just switched, bases were switched, and that is called a substitution mutation. Up next, we got a DNA sequence for 2 different alleles, a recessive allele and a dominant allele. And now I have to find the genotypes for these different 3 people, and each one has 2 copies of the lactose allele. So I have to figure out for each one their genotype. And now I'm going to show you how I do this, okay? So I have first copy of this gene is TAAGAT, 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 okay? AAT, GTA, AAT, AAT, GTA. Oh, I see. So the change happens here. So any DNA sequence that has a T in this second to last base is going to be dominant. Any DNA sequence that has this C in the second to last base is going to be recessive. So let me look at only these last 2 bases. So this copy 1 has a C, so I know it's recessive, so little a here. And this copy has a T, so I know it's dominant, so big A. So the genotype for this one is big A, little a. This one, they both have a T. They both have a T. A T is a dominant A allele. Dominant A, dominant A. So the genotype will be 2 A's. 2 big A's. And this one, they both have a little c. Little c, or CC, so that means they have recessive alleles. Little a, little a. So the genotype will be little a, little a. Alright. And last one. Identify 3 mistakes in this DNA model below. So this is already wrong. I just have to see what's wrong with it. First thing I notice, this says magnesium ion in the middle. I know that in the middle of my DNA base, there should be a hydrogen bond that holds everything together. So that's the first mistake, not magnesium. This one has the bases on the outside. I know that my bases should be on the inside. Bases on the inside of the DNA, and they're held together by hydrogen bonds. And I see that my phosphates are on the inside. My phosphates should be on the outside. Phosphate on outside. So those are 3 mistakes that I can identify in this model.